Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic, and we are back here in the corridors of the lower city, and we're actually embroiled in a bit of a battle here. Now, I know that when we left off, there was a cutscene with a Twi'lek and a Chewbacca-esque guy who by the name of Zalbar, and yeah, he is obviously not there, and this... Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. Now, when we left off, we were in the lower Cantina, and we were speaking, or, well, we were witness to a particular conversation between a Twi'lek, a Wookie, and a couple of Rodians who wanted to, well, shall we just say, have words, quote-unquote, with the Twi'lek. And, well, they kind of split things up once the Wookie appeared, and now, when I loaded in, there was no Twi'lek and no Wookie to be seen anywhere. So I decided, okay, I'm going to try and exit the Cantina. Maybe they're outside here. Maybe they're along the corridors a little bit. And I've run into a couple of black Volcars. So we are going to try and do a little bit of damage to them. And I'm not entirely sure what I should use here. I think I might try to use a poison grenade. But if they are all using melee weapons, this is going to be useless. Let's have a see whether that actually works. Oh, I think it might be working. Yep, there we go. Nice. Okay, so we've poisoned him, and hopefully we'll be able to attack. There we go. There's a nice attack, and those others are running away? Oh, I'm sorry. That's not going to work. That is not going to work, sir. No, not at all. Okay, so there you go. That was easy. That was nice and easy. All right, so we're just going to use a med pack on Karth here, and did that guy have anything on him? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, so this guy has something on him. Oh, I was hopeful that he might give me more than just a few credits. And I'm kind of worried now, actually. I am literally worried about the fact that I might not be able to speak to the Twi'lek, because I'm pretty sure, and I seem to remember that there is definitely something going on with her, and with the Wookiee as well. So, hopefully we'll be able to catch up with them at some point. Now, it seems like these guys are just so easy that we don't really need to use grenades against them. So I'm literally just going to charge in, and we should be able to eliminate them pretty well. Shouldn't have too many difficulties with them. And we're just going to use Flurry on the last guy. Ooh, it's a Volcar Enforcer, actually. Oh, we missed. Well, that was not very good. Okay, well, I might actually have to use a med pack here, which would not be good. Wow. Oh, Twi'lek corpse? Oh no, that's not actually her. Different coloring, which is fine. Okay, phew. I was a bit worried about that for a second. Let's interact with the Twi'lek corpse. Ooh, 2 med packs. Thank you very much. I just used 2 med packs. Okay, so we've got Volcar Guard over there, and nothing else? Okay, so I guess I'll just attack. Straight off. Okay, so is that also an enemy over there? Yeah, I couldn't actually target that fellow, so I'm a bit worried about this, actually. These guys might be a bit too high level for me, but we'll see. I might have to use a med pack. I'm hopeful that Karth is actually going to do something. I died? Are you serious? Karth, what are you doing right now? Is he literally doing something? Can you fire it at... Okay, it seems like we are dead for the first time. Wow. Alright, well, there you go. I guess we'll return here reasonably soon. Maybe I'm going to reload an additional save, and maybe we can then speak to the Twi'lek in the Cantina. Alright, so after a whole bunch of replaying, because my last save was, I think, about, I don't even know, 20 minutes before the time that we actually entered the Cantina, so I had to go through the whole rigmarole of gaining the Sith armor and everything. I was able to come back here and redo the cutscene that introduced us to Mission and Zalbar. So we're going to go and approach them and see what they have to say. Hello.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
Hey, we speak the same language. That's weird, a Twi'lek who speaks Galactic Basic. Oh, well, hey, we speak the same language. Why not?
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terra, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookie is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
How do a Wookiee and a Twi'lek street urchin end up as best friends?
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
Okay, I want to ask you some questions.
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord.
Oh, okay. Well, what about Davik then, considering we're probably going to be encountering him pretty soon?
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange.
Right, okay, well, I don't really think we need to know anything else, so I'll be going now.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go.
But I haven't finished eating.
Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beeck base.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so we know exactly where they're going now, and amusingly enough, me saving the game and reloading the game apparently made them disappear and go to the Beeck base, which we didn't know about, obviously, before. So let's go in here and speak to this fellow. What do you want, human? You come to stare like others here on Terrace? You think we are strange? Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Okay, you're not here to offend we. What do you want then? I want to ask you some questions? Questions? What kind of questions? Oh, okay, well, do I care? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, is this going to lead me into some kind of cool mission or anything? What planet are you from? You couldn't say it and don't have the ears for it. 2 voices create the name and 4 ears hear the true sound. But your kind would call our home Sorgus? I don't know. A small world far off. Okay, well, yes. I notice your other head doesn't say much. Nothing that you would hear, at least. Oh, right. Okay, well, yes, leave us alone. Okay, I get it. Alright, well, that's absolutely fine. There is actually another person in this area that we want to speak to, and that is this guy.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean?
Ah, you're the guy who put the bounty on Dia's head, right?
You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out. Just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade.
Why would she do that? So how do I collect this bounty? I want the bounty on Dia's head removed. Why would she do that? Okay, let's ask why would she do that first.
Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know, she's coming at me with a knife.
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me.
Sounds like maybe you got what you deserved.
Hey, you weren't there. She totally overreacted.
Well, I think that we're gonna want the bounty on Dia's head removed.
What? I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this. There has to be payback. Although, I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty.
Oh, wow, 200 credits, huh? Well, maybe we should persuade. If you hire someone to kill Dia, it will look like you weren't man enough to do it yourself.
If I let her get away with it, I'll look even worse. She's got to pay, either with her life or 200 credits to buy my forgiveness.
Oh, I am so sad that my persuade is not high enough, but again, I actually don't have the opportunity or even the ability to level up my persuade any further than it currently is because we are a scout. I don't know whether it would change if we were playing as a different class, maybe the scoundrel type class? What is it? I can't remember what the third option is, because this is kind of like the middle of the road character, and then, you know, you have the first one, which is soldier, and then you have this one, which is scout. I can't remember the third one. I think it's scoundrel, but maybe not. Anyway, I'm just going to pay the 200 credits.
Don't worry, I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I'll go tell Zax right now that the bounty is off the table.
There we go. Okay, we lost 200 credits, but that's, I think, in my opinion, a little bit worth it, so I'm happy with that. And we're now gonna go, or at least I am, I'm gonna go over to Zax, and I'm gonna speak to him, because I actually haven't spoken to him on this save yet. Alright, so we're now up here, away from the lower city, and I decided that we were gonna go back to that merchant, you know, the weapon merchant where we bought this dual-bladed weapon, because apparently, according to some of you in the comments, there's actually something very useful there for me to buy, and I'm gonna try and do that if I can, but as you can see right here, we have a little bit of a situation on our hands. Please, human, I am injured and in need of assistance. These human children keep hitting and kicking me. I cannot reason with them, but if I fight back, I could be arrested.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
Please, human, help me. Maybe these offspring of your species will listen to you. Hey, you kids, leave that Ithorian alone.
What do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city.
Just because he's different doesn't give you the right to attack him. Or get out of here, you punks, or you'll be the ones in pain. Yeah, okay, just because he's different doesn't give you the right to attack him.
Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Thank you, human. I was returning from a visit with a work associate when those child humans attacked me and chased me through the streets. Well, you look hurt. Here, I've got a med pack. Let me help you. You are too kind, human. I thank you for your generosity. Most of your kind here on Terrace care little for aliens like myself. Once more, thank you for saving me from those human children. I must take leave of you now. My life mate will be wondering where I am. And there you go. We gain some light side points and all-important experience, which I very much appreciate, because now I can level up. And this is, in my opinion, one of the really, really fun things that you can do in an RPG, in a game like this. So I'm going to just take a quick look at the skills, and we're going to see what we're going to go for. Alright. Alright, so I've spec'd our attribute point into Constitution, so we're now up to 15, and I've also spec'd into, as you can see here, Computer Use, Awareness, Repair, and Treat Injury. Now, as you can see right here, Persuade is having Charisma as a related attribute, as you would expect, and the reason why I'm not able to advance it is, I assume, because I only have 10 in Charisma. So hopefully we'll be able to get something as we go onward to maybe unlock that, maybe to improve our Persuade in some way. You have been granted the following feats this level: Implant level 2 and Uncanny Dodge. I actually don't know what Uncanny Dodge does, so maybe it would be an idea to take a look at that. Where is it? Here? 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 No? That's the implant. Uncanny Dodge. Where is that? Is it all the way down here? Yeah, there we go. Okay, level 4 Scout. A character with Uncanny Dodge retains the dexterity bonus to defense even when surprised by camouflaged opponents, and also gains +2 on saves versus grenades. Alright, well that's decent. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but any kind of saving throw is going to really help us. So I'm going to go back to that weapon shop, and we're going to see if we can maybe encounter a couple of the bounties as well, because we do have to find Matrick, don't we? So let's just actually take a quick look here. That is Upper City North over there, droids by Janice, and then we have to the lower city, and then obviously to the apartment, so I think I'm going the right way. Something seems to be bothering Carth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Is it the fact that he's a big crybaby? I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna speak to Carth and see what he has to say.
Yes, what's on your mind?
He seems very sour, don't you think? He seems very sour. He's like, oh, I'm going to rain on everyone's parade and everything. Why doesn't he just help us out, be the war hero that he knows he can be, and that's it? Oh well, never mind. Is this a good time to ask you some more questions?
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
You're kind of far away, Carth. If you could just move a little bit closer to the microphone, that would be great.
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me.
This isn't an interrogation. I never said that. Excellent. Soon all your secrets will be mine. Do we want to do that? Yes.
All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though you're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Oh, okay. But did you see immediately what he did as soon as we kind of joked around with him? He was like, I'm gonna take this very seriously and answer in a serious manner. Oh well, never mind. Like you said when we first met, Bastila didn't have time to use her powers. I used to call her Bastila, actually. I think that actually makes more sense, but oh well, never mind. Why ask me? I don't see the point. Or I wasn't in a position to know what was going on. Well, I think we'll probably just agree with him.
True. Bastila is as powerful as I say. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan, after all. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
Why? Are you accusing me of something? Or I'm a scout. I was recruited into the fleet for my skills, if you must know.
Well, that makes sense. Still, it seems a bit strange that someone who is a last-minute addition to the crew roster is one of the survivors.
What? How is that strange? I mean, it's just lucky or skillful on my part. Yes, it's probably not skillful, let's face it. You'd rather I wasn't? What's so odd about me being added to the crew at the last minute? Are you implying I had something to do with the crash? Ah, well, what's so odd about me being added to the crew at the last minute?
You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer.
Huh, why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board, and hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises.
Well, that's exactly the reason why he's quite the cynic, isn't he? What do you mean by surprises? I'm telling you, Carth, I had nothing to do with the crash. Well, what do you mean by surprises?
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe.
Are you always this suspicious?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
Well, I consider this important.
All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
But you initiated this by saying that you were bothered. Well, technically, the unknown force decided to tell me that he was bothered about something. But yes, it was kind of amusing how he was speaking to me from so far away. It would have been nice if he had moved a little bit closer. But anyway, let's speak to the merchant once again and see if we can buy that thing that we need to buy. There it is. That is the thing. This powerful detonator is extremely complicated. So we're going to buy that. And we do have a couple of mines here. Stealth field generator as well as many other grenades. Double-bladed sword, of course. But we've already bought the best weapon that is available here, as far as I can see. And I'm actually going to buy a couple of med packs. We've got 15 med packs now. That's pretty decent. I'm going to sell this Volkar shock stick. Personally, I don't really want to use this, but it is really, really good in terms of its stun. So maybe what I should do is use this in my offhand if I ever go back to dual wield. That might make sense. I'm going to sell one of the vibro blades. I think I'm going to sell this longsword. I don't think I really need to use it considering I'm using... If I do dual wield, I'm going to use prototype vibroblade anyway, and we can get rid of the short sword as well as maybe the blaster pistol. We can lose the blaster rifle in my opinion. Don't think anyone's going to be using that anytime soon. And let's sell a couple of these grenades as well just to get some of our credits back. I think that's decent enough to do. There we go. Alright, is there anything else I want to get here? Well, technically, I could get one of these things, but I'm currently using the combat suit, which has a defense bonus of 4, which is okay, in my opinion. I mean, I could buy the military suit, which gives me a defense bonus of 6, but then it does reduce our max dexterity bonus by a pretty heavy margin. I'm not entirely sure what that means in general, but I'm sure we'll find out as time goes on. And I guess what we're going to do now is I'm just going to venture forth and see if I can... Do you think I can get into the military base right now if I actually put on our Sith armor and see whether that will grant us access? If it does grant us access, then that's going to be fantastic. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm probably going to go over to that merchant after we're done here getting rejected at the door. And I'm gonna get Karth something good to wear, because at the moment wearing this clothing, that is not good enough for him, is it really?
What?
Hello. I'm just gonna go in. Oh, this is the Cantina entrance?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Why is there a Sith guard here? I thought this was the Sith base. Great. Oh well, never mind. I guess I'm gonna go to the Sith base anyway, just so that I can see what's going on there, and then we'll head back down into the lower city. But otherwise, I'm gonna purchase some gear here.
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head?
I spoke with Holden, and I convinced him to remove the bounty on your head.
He called the bounty off? That's wonderful! I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something.
Keep your reward, dear. Helping you was thanks enough. Yeah, sure. Let's just do that. I don't exactly know what we're going to get from it, but I think we're going to get light side points if we say keep your reward.
I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
Yeah, there you go. And we're getting a little bit of experience as well, so that's pretty nice. I came down here because I thought to myself, okay, maybe there's going to be something that we can do, and then I remembered that Dio was down here, so I thought, yeah, okay, we're gonna see what's going on. And there appears to be a hideout here. This is new. Let's go inside and see who is within. I'm going to assume it is someone rather dangerous. Wait a minute. This is our hideout. Are you serious? Wow, great. Yeah, can you tell that I've never used this hideout once, ever before? I literally haven't. I've never used this hideout when I played this game before. Absolutely never. And this is the only weapon I can upgrade at the moment, which is actually kind of sad. I was hopeful that I might be able to upgrade my dual-bladed weapon. But as it stands, it's going to take me a bit of time to get back to the other areas, so we're going to end this episode off here. Next time, we're going to try and track down our bounties and return to the lower city as well. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.